It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and everyone's eyes goes to Jahmyr Gibbs. He really helped drive them a week ago.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. Leading them out, someone who took the league by storm last year is the most famous Mr. Irrelevant ever. From Iowa State, it's Brock Purdy.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
He just danced away from that one defender on his way to a gain of about 7 yards. The numbers there for Connery in last week's game. 16 carries, 66 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked to him before the game that he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And this one is incomplete. Drake London, his intended target, and it'll bring up third down. You look at this Baltimore defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading them out, a first-round pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, former Clemson Tiger, Deshaun Watson.
And he makes it so difficult for all defenses because when he's got the ball, it's hard to say when a play is truly over because he can create from any spot on the field and in any situation, even when it appears that he's contained. When he's running your offense, a big play could arrive from any possible spot.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone. He was good. Had a snoot fill, didn't he? How about that big-time game?
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Watson. And Lewis has it, the tight end. The Ravens at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Purdy. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded at about the 28. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Cameron Bynum there defensively.
Watson now to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. This unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this is what we talk, game inside the game.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Alex Singleton in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right? Where these teams are locked in and going at it. No points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. A short one there to Firemove. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
Now Purdy. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Watson. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw is Watson. And he fires one incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the throwing football.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. Back to throw, Watson. He's got the hook up with Doubs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, second down.
At the 13-yard line.
Here's Watson. This one finds Pierce on the out route. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Now it's Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. Now 2nd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. On second down, here's Gibbs. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Gibbs. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Gibbs. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught. And he's going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Lions.
Purdy from the gun. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Purdy looking to throw. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. From the gun, here's Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Out of the gun, Watson. Caught left side by Mechie. So no gain on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. brings up 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Purdy now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken from just outside the 30. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 43.
Back to throw. Watson. He's got his man. It's Pierce. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. A shotgun snap for Watson. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And the Lions will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Purdy's throw going into the hands of Williams. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
They run behind center with Connor. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
That's good for a Baltimore.
On 1st down, it's Watson. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of there where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens add 6 to their lead. Elliott good with a
PAT. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Purdy to throw it on first down.
To Connor on the check down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Throwing on second down, it's Purdy. And complete to Drake London. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Second and 10.
DJ Reed there defensively.
Purdy. This pass is caught by London.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Purdy will look to throw again here.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Second down and 6 now.
It's now second and 6 at the Ravens.
Back to throw, Purdy. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
He was defended by Frankie Luvu.
On third down, it's Connor. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here.
So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on first and 10.
The second half starts with a run by Gibbs.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
From the 31, here's second and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Faking the give. Now Watson.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL at picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on first and second down, because that leaves them third and short, third and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Tackle made by Justin Evans.
Brings up second and 5.
They'll go again with Gibbs. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run forward with Connor. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And the Lions...
Connor up the middle. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
First down, Detroit.
On the handoff, Connor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
37-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Screen pass to Connor. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Connor, going absolutely nowhere. They'll wind up losing a yard or 2. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. And this is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 2nd and 10, Watson. He gets this one to Mechie. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Watson. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
They had yet to run the ball at all in this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Watson on first down. That's complete to Pierce. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Back to throw, Watson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Alec Pierce. 27 yards, and the Ravens are able to stretch out their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Now Purdy. He'll get this to Connor underneath.
And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. A short one there to Freiermuth.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Ravens offense back out there. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I showed my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
From the gun, a give to Connor. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Lions.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore.
On 1st down, Purdy. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. A short one there to Freiermuth.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
And the Lions first down.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
Got his man. It's Williams. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Purdy sets up to throw again.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. Sheds off the tackle. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Still on his feet.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
But not only is this defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one. And even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
Elliott now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense set to take over. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Fresh off that pick 6, here's Purdy. Pass complete, he's got Hendershot.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
At the 32-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw. Into the hands of Cedric Tillman.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. On the draw, Connor.
And able to get this to the 31.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Purdy. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Lions are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And this one recovered. Pierce has it knocked loose, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And he wisely will throw that one away. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Purdy. And that one too wide and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Purdy, big 4th down play. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. They kept it in the air on 4th, Charles. They ran on 1st and 2nd down, tried it through the air on 3rd and 4th. Couldn't come away with anything on 4th and goal.
And remember, in these situations, the field is really condensed. Everything is squeezed tight. So as a defender, you can actually take more chances here because they won't have as much time to throw the football, and a receiver really can't run past you. If they do, they run out the back of the end zone. Nice job by the D, shutting them down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back from the 22. Here's 2nd and 8. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 90 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Preston Smith there on the stop. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Watson now going to run the option right. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
For the winning side, Charles, all that was missing was a shutout. Just giving up the 7 points, that's it. But really, an incredible game from this defense. A very well-earned victory as a result.
Definitely one of the best single games for defense that you and I have seen in a long time, Brandon, because all we saw was that defense making big play after big play. They got after the quarterback. They had takeaways. You name it. They outclassed them every step of the way and checked every box on the stat sheet in getting it done.
So for the Ravens, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home